and I had went through the content of, and all the sessions are very useful regarding type 1 and type 2. And uh, my another introduction is that I was a colleague of Dr. Anupam in IIT Roorkee, and most of our faculty from IIT Roorkee were presented here in this FDP, and definitely it is helpful to all the participants. So my work is also, okay, I will share. I hope it is visible.
Yes, it is visible, sir. Visible.
Okay, okay. So my work is on novel soft computing techniques for robust controller design, and in previous sessions that were presented in this FDP, Kusumdeep ma'am from IIT Roorkee also took a session on nature-inspired optimization, and then for robust controller design, I use fuzzy techniques, type 1, type 2, and all that. So definitely my session will help uh, all the participants also to get some glimpse of nature inspired optimization techniques and its application to some complex engineering problems for controller design. So my introduction is already given by Anupam. I am associate professor in instrumentation engineering department, Government College of Engineering, Jalgaon, Maharashtra. And today's presentation will follow the same sequence. Initially, we will see what's the control system design and what is the role of soft computing techniques in it. Then for design of an efficient optimization algorithm, so for enhancing the performance of complex systems. So some nature inspired optimization techniques which I have worked during my PhD and try to enhance the performance of them, that we will discuss. After that we will see its application for performance analysis of the controller design problems. So different problems we can take, and we will see how the controller designing will be done using the application of these algorithms by various parameters, how they will enhanced or optimized using these proposed algorithms that also included in this presentation. And after that, design of an interval type 2 pre-compensated PID controller. So that portion will be covered. All this work is already published in reputed journals, and means people participants will definitely get some glimpse of that how practical application of uh, these algorithms, means optimization algorithms, you can say that nature inspired algorithms will be applicable for fuzzy controllers or normal PID controllers. Okay, so initially we will discuss the basic control system design and its nature and what are the requirements of that. So this is a general structure of control system, and here you can see that the basic feedback control system is shown here. So the controller which is given for controlling the system have various parameters, and that system can be non-linear, it may have different uncertainties, it can have disturbances in it, and all those things have to be dealt
when we are dealing
when
with the
we are dealing with the when we are dealing with the system. So the disturbances can be in the feed forward system, the model uncertainties can be there, means the parameter of the system can change. So all those things have to be dealt with. Okay, again, when the actual response is given as a feedback to get a desired response, we will, some noise is also added in that. So this high frequency noise, sensor noise, you can say like that. So all those things are added, and the controller must have to design such that it will take a cognizance of all these things, and it will eliminate the effect of this noise, disturbance, and this thing, so that your actual response will be equal to the desired one. So this is a basic, very basic thing that we use. Any means in different field, different systems are there, and whenever a controller is applied, we used to design the controller as an optimized controller. So optimized control means controller have various parameters, and all those parameters must have to be tuned. The tuning of these controller parameters is necessary, and whenever they have the optimal value, that optimal value will be used for further processing. So for tuning of control, the most important thing is tuning, is how different parameters are there. If different parameters are there, what is the tuning strategy that is required? And another thing is that you have to define some performance metric, some optimization problem to be defined. And whenever you define that optimization problem or perform based on a performance metric, then based on that objective function, overall controller parameters are tuned. Okay, so they are tuned to minimize that, either minimize or maximize that objective function, which is based on the performance metric. This is the main strategy which is used, and then those control parameters may also have some constraints. So there are different limitations. So constraints are the limitations that you have to deal with also. So this tuning strategy is very important. There are multiple classical techniques there, but then also this thing is important. So here you can see that the desired response is defined, and based on that desired response, error is calculated. Okay, now error will have some value which have the effect of the disturbances, model uncertainties, and noise also. And all those things have to be considered while defining the objective function, which is based on this performance metric. And then this tuning strategy is to be used. So in my work, or whatever we are discussing in further part, we use some algorithm, nature inspired algorithm, for tuning these performance metrics. Okay, so here you can see the general structure of control system, and the response to be to desirable commands, selection of, these are the requirements: selection of appropriate controller and tuning parameter, suitable tuning strategy to optimize the controller parameter, performance metric to define the quality of output, then disturbance signal rejection, because this low frequency or high frequency disturbance is added in the system, So we have to reject that effect. Then the realistic actuator signal, because actuator is there which drive the system, so that must be some realistic. Robustness, again, model uncertainties and payload variation. So this system, whenever there is an output, the load may vary, means it should handle the variable load. Let it be a dynamic variations or static variations, but the payload used to vary and your system must be robust to handle that. Then model uncertainties are also there, like system parameters used to change, its dimension may change, some driving forces may change, and some other parameters which are linking them, the different subsystems, they may also change. So all the controller should be designed such that those effects will be eliminated and you will get the desired response. Okay. The feedback sensor noise, which is a high frequency noise, that must have to be attenuated also. So all those things are there that must have to be taken care of. Now we will proceed to the next part, and that is design of a meta-heuristic algorithm. So there are multiple algorithms, as you might have discussed in a previous sessions, and all the nature and surrounding things are inspiring the researchers to design some of the algorithms, because it is seen that throughout the nature the creatures or the birds or any animals, their behavior is seen as they are working with the optimization. Okay, so in my work also we use two algorithms. Now you can see the Grey Wolf optimizer, which is proposed by Mrijili in 2014, is a very famous optimization algorithm. And another algorithm is artificial bee colony algorithm, which is defined or proposed by Karaboga and Bastruk in 2007. That is also one of the famous algorithm which is used for optimizing so many engineering problems or mathematical problems. But everything means all the algorithms work in one principle. They either work toward optimizing the objective function in a maximum way or a minimum way. Okay, so we have to define the optimization problem in such a way that they will either in the way of need of a maximum value or a minimum value. Okay, so another, then there are multiple researchers are working on these, and they are trying to modify these algorithms and then generate a newer versions which are more efficient than the previous one. Okay, so the main purpose is always exploration and exploitation. So you have to balance these two things. So exploration is nothing but a searching of the space, problem space, which is defined there, and exploitation is searching for that particular optimized, locally optimized areas. So we have to take a balance in between these two parameters, exploitation and exploration, so that you will cover the whole objective space. Another, you will not stuck to any local optima, and next thing is that you will get the optimized value in a less number of iterations. Okay, means how fast you can reach to the optimal value, that is also one thing. Okay, in the problems, when you design a controllers for any system, the controller problems or the parameters of a controllers have to be their value have to be searched, and then we will define objective function such that you will get best values for the required problem. Okay, so here what I used is a GW and ABC are hybridized to propose new improved GW ABC hybrid algorithm. The information sharing property of employee B, now the nature of B's which are observed in ABC, artificial bee colony algorithm, so they share the information. But the GWO, the conventional GWO, which is proposed by Mridlali, is having the property of leader-based algorithm. Means there are few wolves which are leaders and all other pack is following them. Okay, and but in bee colony, there is not a leadership way, the information is shared. So here the thought was, why not to merge both the better properties of these algorithm such that they will be there will be a leader facility also and the information sharing facility also. So these two things are hybridized to propose a new algorithm. Then another thing is that the elitism based population initialization scheme is proposed. That also we will see how, means when the initial population is defined in any materialistic algorithm, it should cover the larger space in an objective space so that you will get a better population control. Okay, means whatever search region is defined, you have to that initial population must be spread all over that search area. So that's why this elitism based population is also used. And another thing is that these strategies have been incorporated to overcome the shortcoming of conventional GWO by improving the exploration capability, convergence rate. Convergence rate is the rate, means how fast they will reach to the optimization result, and reduce the chances of entrapment at local optima. Generally, while when these optimization algorithms work, there is a tendency to stuck to the any local optima in the search region, and in that case the optimization algorithm will tell that this is the optimal value, but actually it got stuck to that particular local optimal thing. So exploration ability must have to be there, so that main optima throughout the region will be searched. This is the basic pseudocode for proposed algorithm. Here we define certain parameters like population size, then dimension. Then there are some parameters A and C, and the stopping criteria. All those things are defined. Then initial phase is used. Means the initial population is generated using chaotic mapping, then opposition based learning. These are some of the codes which are used, some higher level of randomization. Opposition based learning will provide you the mirror image of the population in the mirror image area. Okay, so like if you have some population on left side, if you divide the search area on the left and right, means in middle, then whatever we generate a population on one side, equivalent corresponding conjugate of the population will be generated there. Okay, and then we will combine them and then find out the best way, because initialization is very important in all the algorithms. uh, After all, we are taking the random values throughout the population, throughout the search area, but that initial population is widespread. If it is widespread, then only our complete search of that tuning parameters will be possible. So for that, initialization is very important. So here initialization phase is introduced in our work initially. So this is good for any other researchers also, because they can include the better initialization phase in whatever algorithm they are proposing, because that will be more important, that will enhance the performance of that, enhance of the searching. Then GWS phase, which is a leading phase, means based on a 3 leading parameters. Like here, there are different search agents are there, and the search agents which are giving best results, the first 3 are considered as a alpha, beta, and delta, and they are as a first leader, second leader, and third leader. And then based on them, other search agents will follow their path. Okay, so like if you had seen algorithm like particles from optimization, PSO and all that, there is also the leader bird is there and all other birds are following it. Okay, so the same way here 3 leaders are there, and they are 3, because this is based on a wolf way of hunting the prey. So here 3 leaders are considered as a path showing search agents, and all the other search agents will follow them. And then the update the search agents in this line, you can see all other search agents are their path will be calculated depend upon these 3. Okay, now we add a ABC phase in this also. So ABC is information sharing. So calculate the random number using chaotic mapping, then select neighbor search agent and variable using chaotic number as in employee B phase, and then mutate search agents using equation 6. These equations will be given in the next slide. Okay, and for information sharing, then we will check the stopping criteria. If it is not received, means if it is not obtained, then we will come back to the GWO phase. Okay, so finally we will give the return base search agents. That here what we are using is a search agents, means we will get the population. In controller design, whatever parameters of controller are there, so we will get the optimal value at the end of this stopping criteria. Here this is taken from the Mijeleli's original conventional paper, and here you can see that this is a prey which is in the center, and these are the wolves and how they are surrounding that prey, and the 3 like nearmost elements or search agents to the prey are considered as alpha, beta and delta search agents. They are considered as a leader, and all other are there, and all others in next iteration other search agents will follow the path of these 3 agents. So this is a mathematical model of that. Here you can see that just a pictorial view, that this is the prey and how the search agents are following it. So the base leaders, like they are considered as alpha, beta and delta, and all other followers are omega. Like suppose we are taking some n number of as a population, or n number of search agents, then out of that only 3 are leaders and rest are considered as a omega. So first they are encircling the prey. So mathematically the distance between these, this is a 3D calculation, and that distance is calculated, and then x t plus 1 is a value of that particular search agent in the next iteration. So that depend upon the previous value, its previous location, and a is some parameter which depends upon twice a r1, and this a and another c is also a parameter. So all these parameters are defined, means c is taken constant to 2 and a is generally varied. Okay, so it depends upon the iterations. Like t max is the maximum iteration that we are taking, and t is the current iteration value, so that a bar will change according to that, because on latter iteration we can't explore it more. You have to converge the search to the particular optimal value. That's why that a bar is getting reducing, and it will be reduced to a particular value at higher iterations. Generally in this case, in previous GWO, these parameters are such aligned कि only up to half iterations exploration will happen. So that is also one of the limitation of that GWO that is given in a later slides. So here we can say that the value of a is adjusted to vary between minus twice a to twice a. Then hunting. So this is encircling the prey. Then for hunting they define some formulas based on that, means the new location of any search agent will depend upon the locations of these first 3 leader in a previous iteration. So here we can see the mathematical formula which are defined for that. Then attacking prey. So after half iterations, that attacking prey used to be done. The direction of wall is defined to be towards the prey if this a is less than 1. Okay, in coding we used to define that, and the value of a is adjusted to vary between minus twice a to twice a. If a is greater than 1, the search agent diverges from the way. So this parameter a is always defining the way of searching or way of the movement of these search agents in the search region which is provided there. So what I found that there are certain limitations of these parameters like a and c, and if a is greater, and here we plotted for the 1000 iterations that how the a greater than 1 their divergence behavior for certain functions like one unimodal, multimodal, and these functions are also defined, and generally all the optimization algorithms which are provided are tested against these functions. So some different type of functions are taken, and it is found that these up to half iterations only that parameter a and c will intend to control the exploration behavior. So for that nature of this parameter must have to be varied so that it will explore up to higher iterations also with balancing the exploitation. So another that we merge with the GW is a artificial bee colony algorithm, and this artificial bee colony algorithm is inspired by the bees, honey bee swarm and their behavior of foraging. You know that they used to move around the food source position, and again in the search of a nectar, and then they also inform the other bees. So that behavior is imitated here also. So executed in three phases, namely employee bee phase, onlooker bee phase, and scout bee phase. Employee bee phase update her current source based on the position in her memory and share the information about the new source with onlooker bee. Okay, and their next position will be calculated based on this formula, Vij equal to Xij for a particular bee. So these two things are merged to get optimized algorithm, hybrid algorithm, as we had seen in this block diagram. Then chaotic mapping is another thing which is added for randomization. So chaotic mapping is iterative nonlinear dynamic equation, this one as shown below, and it evaluates to generate fractal exhibiting chaotic behavior. Random based techniques are superseded by chaotic variable to avail benefits of randomness, of chaos and non-repetition and ergocity, because there are certain parameters in a MATLAB also, like to generate a random number, but that randomization is also again limited. So for that, there are multiple things which are added in different algorithms. So like different randomization techniques, this chaotic mapping is also widely used. So the equation of logistic chaotic evolution function used in this work is this one. Again, there are multiple equations which are defining this chaotic mapping. So here 300, the k value is used and initial value is randomly selected. Then opposition based learning, that another one technique which is used here. As I told you, it will generate a search agent in a mirror area. So like here you can see in a 1D, like if X is a one search agent, then X prime, which is exactly conjugate of that in that 1D dimension, or here you can see in 2D or in 3D. So that is used. So it will also use for widespread of initial population. These techniques, OBL, are used so that the initial population is widespread and equivalent throughout the search region. Here initial phase algorithm is provided. Here you can see that both chaotic and OBL based. Okay, both the things are used to generate a initial population. This GWO phase proceeds, this initialization phase whose algorithm is given, then GW and ABC we discussed earlier. So these proceeds as per the conventional GWO and updates its parameter and current positions. And then ABC phase, it shares the information among the candidate solutions in the pack and modify old solutions to elevate the randomness and non-repetitive logistic. Chaotic mapping is used. So this is the benefit of chaotic mapping, ki whatever search agents and their positions, they have a randomness, and then again they are non-repetitive. Okay, means you will not search to the particular area which is already done. Okay, so some level of randomness is added in this algorithm to provide a better exploration of the search area. Here the initialization population by different things, different algorithms is compared. Here we can see that the proposed scheme, which is red circles, have, like here we take one 3D space in between -6 to 6, all the three parameters. Okay, So like 12 by 12 by 12, it's like a cubical area, and different chaotic the meters are calculated here, like using chaotic map, then using OBL, and then proposed scheme, and the random distribution. So we can see that the proposed scheme will provide better exploration or widespread of initial population throughout the search area. So that is the one thing all algorithms can use, because in a starting it is very important. I mean, in the first iteration, if the initial population is used, then it will be. Then for performance analysis, different analysis techniques were used to evaluate the performance of the proposed hybrid algorithm. One is performance ranking, then statistical analysis, then exploration behavior analysis, exploitation behavior analysis, and their curve plots. So all those things, what we propose algorithm is compared with another several set of different algorithms like GWO, PSO, ABC, GSA, ALO. So all these algorithms are also based on a different nature inspired thing, and the proposed algorithms performance is compared with those, and the different parameters like performance ranking, statistical analysis, exploitation behavior analysis are used. Some results I will show here. For statistical analysis, Wilcoxon rank sum test is used for 1% significance level, and some symbols are there which are used, and the p-value is less than 0.01. Those who are working on these maturistic algorithms and those who proposed, they can better understand these analysis things. And again, we have to take some test functions, a standard unimodal, multimodal, state functions. Then those functions have to be evaluated based on these analyses. So this is all those benchmark functions. Now there are multiple sets of benchmark functions which are available, and complexity of them is also increased, and we have to evaluate our functions, whatever we proposing, for those benchmark functions. So these are some of the functions that we used in our work. The composite functions are there, fixed dimensional unimodal functions are there, then multimodal are there, and so different functions are there. These are 3D plots of those functions, and here you can see that whatever we discuss, like the complete area is a search space, and here you can see that there is a single optimal value. In F9 they are multimodal. These three, F9, F10, F11 are multimodal. Multimodal means they have multiple peaks. So your searching strategy should get the maximum peak only. Like in F10 you can see this green dot. So this green area is the maximum peak, single optimal peak. But these red may also have a multiple peaks. So your search should not stuck to these local optimal things, and it should reach to their final optimal thing. So for that, these different techniques which are used to provide better exploration and exploitation is important. And in these F1, F3, F7 are unimodal functions, and these unimodal functions have a single peak. So they are quite simple to evaluate, but these multimodal functions or these composite multimodal functions like F14, F16 or F19, 20, 21, the 3D maps you can see that there are multiple peaks, and you have to reach to the optimal value. So it will some difficult task. But the algorithms, if you provide with a better exploitation capabilities, then they will reach to that. So this is mean and standard deviation of unimodal functions. Then their values are defined, mean, then the standard deviation. Then according to those values, ranks are provided. So generally the hybrid algorithm which is proposed have rank 1 in multiple unimodal functions, and then average rank is calculated and the grades are also provided to them, and from that different analyses are done. These results are for multimodal functions, benchmark functions, and here also the same logic. Rankings are provided for their optimal values, and then that is evaluated with others. This is for fixed dimension multimodal benchmark functions, and the same thing is repeated. This is for composite benchmark function, and these values are given. Here you can see that the proposed algorithm, hybrid algorithm, have better rank than all the previous and standard or multiple used algorithms. This is comparative convergence behavior for unimodal function. Here also the black is showing the convergence behavior of hybrid algorithm that is proposed, and here you can see that during the number of iterations whatever provided, it will reach faster to the optimal value. So this thing again is because of the different techniques which are proposed in that. So these are convergence behaviors for unimodal functions. These for multimodal functions. Then multimodal, let it be fixed dimension like F21, F18, or general variable dimension multimodal functions. Then the algorithm's behavior is also checked for different controller design problems, and some standard test control system or some systems are taken. So like first order plus time delay, this is the one general transfer function of a system where you can see it's a first order but it have a time delay, and then basic controller which is FOPTD, so that is used, and then that is tuned. So here different parameters, like for PID, here it's not a PTD, it's a PID, okay. So and FO is a fraction order. So for fraction order, the two parameters are mu and lambda, some differential and integral parameter, and Kp, Ki, Kd. So these parameters are tuned. We will see in MATLAB also how they are tuned, and then its step response is plotted and their performance can be seen, and different time domain specifications are evaluated for that, like overshoot, rise time, settling time, then error, and J0 is the optimization criteria which is used. So those parameters are defined and they are evaluated for optimal values, and they are tabulated here. Here you can see that the proposed algorithm have better performance, like objective function ITAE is used, integral time absolute error, and that is J0, represented by J0, and all these are time domain specifications like overshoot, then rise time, settling time, or error, steady state error. So all these parameters are defined here. Here first order plus time delay system is taken. Now generally whenever we used to take a system, so its transfer function is calculated and some standard inputs like a step input, ramp input are provided and the response is plotted for that. The general block diagram that we considered earlier is also applicable here. The system which is used there is the first order plus time delay system. Another system is a non-linear process with time delay. Here you can see the second order system and the delay is provided. So that delay is assigned to be a 0.5. Then its step response is again plotted. All the controller parameters like FOPID controller is used, fractional order PID controller, proportional integral derivative controller is used, and different parameters means tuning parameters which are Kp, Ki, Kd and mu and lambda are tuned for an optimal value. The values are given and the result you can see here also. The ITAE, integral time absolute error, and steady state error and other time domain specifications are plotted, and you can see that it have the minimum value. Then second order stable linear plant along with date time. So here second order use some frequency elements are there and damping is also provided. So natural frequency omega n is taken, then damping factor is there. So such a complex systems which are provided in some different research papers are evaluated for checking the optimization ability of the proposed algorithm compared to other famous algorithms like GWO, PSO, ABC and all that. So all these parameters I discussed earlier were plotted, and you can see that this J0, which is performance index or performance criteria, ITAE, is optimized here. The last one is non-minimum phase system, and so that system is taken in this is a standard one test system which is used for checking the controller performances, and that is taken from some old paper which is widely used, and these parameters are plotted. Here also you can see the same thing. So what is a J? Generally the problem definition that used is they are in block diagram, as we have seen, they are based on an error. So that error is defined in terms of integral time absolute error, ITAE, and then its value is calculated. Now if there are different errors are there, means like different links, like the problem that we are discussing in a later section is a robotic arm. So if there are two such errors, then their weighted sum is considered as J0. In earlier problems that we had seen, there is a single error, so that J0 is just W into integral of T absolute Et dt. So different performance index are also there, like absolute error or different thing, but this is selected based on the wide application or based on the different research papers in this area. So another thing that is evaluated for checking the optimization technique is 2DF robotic manual manipulator with payload. So this system is taken because this is multi-input, multi-output. It is coupled, two links are coupled, and the multiple motors are also there to drive that. So it's a highly complex and non-linear system. Okay, so controller designing become a multimodal complex problem, as we had seen some 3D models. So the optimization of this engineering problem will be in the multimodal complex way, okay, and with many local optima having nearly equivalent values. So for that, this is used. These are the description of values of robot parameters which are used here. Excuse me. Hello. सर माझं एक हे चालू आहे एखाद तास येतो मी थोडा वेळ लागेल कारण ते एका स्थितीचं हां okay so this complex robotic manipulator is used for that, and this mathematical modeling you can refer the paper also to get it, and these are the trajectories which are plotted, means the controller is used to get the design trajectory based on this, and the values are defined. So in the graphs you will see that how the trajectory is moving and how the values desired and other things will means controller tuned parameters will provide the same desired trajectory. This is the control structure which is implemented, and general robotic parameter there are two controllers are required because there are two links and two motors we have to drive to get their position, means like theta 1 theta 2 are the angle of these two links. Here you can see two links are there, so these tau 1 tau 2 are the two torques are provided for theta 1 and theta 2 angular movement, and then those are to be driven to get exact. Now on the top you can see the payload mass that is also varying, and the trajectory is nothing but a way of this tip, movement of this tip. So this controller we need two torques, and then theta 1 theta 2, the theta d1 theta d2 are the desired responses, and means desired angles through which those links should move, and this error E1 E2 are calculated. So these errors, again the performance parameter as we discussed earlier, J0 is a weighted sum of integral absolute value of these E1 and E2. So we use fuzzy logic system here. Here we will come to the our MDP topic. Here we also use a fuzzy logic system type 1 type 2 both to design the controllers in this robotic problem. And here you can see, means I will not go in detail of this because earlier all the sessions that I had seen we discussed different extinguished speakers already defined what is the basics of this fuzzy logic system. So type 1 system, fuzzifier, rule based inference, and defuzzifier is there. Then rule based you have to define. This is the surface plot of the rule base, and some type 1 fuzzy system and their membership functions are there. Okay. These experimental values are there which are defined for that, and here link 1 link 2 errors are calculated, ITE for that, link 1 and link 2, and then this is ITE for which is a weighted sum of individual errors is also calculated. These different parameters which are used here are G, GC, GPD, GPI, these are the PID gains, and mu and lambda. Okay, only fuzzy thing is introduced in this controller. Like here FLC you can see this is the PID part, and FLC is used for getting the I hope you know the advantages and all those things of a fuzzy. because all the sessions were based on that. So I will show you some of the codes also in a for use for a fuzzy. So these are the results, and here you can see what if the proposed thing is better than the other one. This is the convergence behavior for these controller parameters. Here 100 iterations are used, and the Simulink model is used for that. These are the trajectory tracking results. Here you can see that desired trajectory is followed by the actual proposed controller or tuned controller, you can see, with the optimal tuned values. So XY plotted or their trajectories are shown here. Here also you can see this is the error, this X versus Y plot, and the plots are very complex. You can see, you have to zoom and see, then you can find out the exact tracking of that. Then we will come to the design of interval type 2 fuzzy P compensated PID controller that is used. So this is again the same thing, type 1 fuzzy logic controller. You know, there is fuzzifier, some rule based inference that we have to define, and it will give you the designer many advantages to define the rule based on its own expertise, and the defuzzifier is used. So but here the membership functions do not have any uncertainty in them. Okay, they are defined with a single line. Here in type 2 you can see that here type 2 outputs are defined, then type reducer, defuzzifier. In earlier session also by Panda sir I attended, he also explained the nature of type 2 fuzzy sets which have freedom of in between them, and then there are two upper membership function and lower membership function, and the width of that is defined. Now we can also tune the width of this, like here you can see three membership function, type 2 membership functions as the input. Here the height is fixed, left corner you can see, and the height of the lower triangular membership function, that is LMF, can be adjusted. Here three different membership functions with three height and three type of width is drawn for better understanding. So these also added a extra freedom for controller, because these parameters can also be optimized. Means one thing is that in this B figure you can see that IT2 function fuzzy plot, you can see this membership function is fixed, but here they have variable values. Their width is varying, their height is varying. Height means not upper membership function's height, the lower function's height I am saying. So the overall FOU which is provided is varying for different fuzzy sets. Okay, so that can be optimized. So some of the contributions of our work is design of novel interval type 2 fuzzy P compensated PID controller, and here again the trajectory tracking problem of 2D wave robotic manipulator is used for variable load that we had seen earlier. So we provided a systematic strategy to tune the various controller parameters and scaling factors. Scaling factors are the factors which are defining the nature of this membership function. Then antecedent MF parameters which are for input is presented to get optimized result to make most of the FOU. Okay, the recently then the algorithm is used for optimizing all those things. Another thing is that ITAE is used as an objective function for minimization problem that is defined. So overall the results are checked for payload variation, then model uncertainty, disturbance in signal, then random noise at feedback path. This is the proposed controller which have nature. It have IT2FLC. This proportional PID control is also there. This conventional PID controller is attached to interval type 2 fuzzy pre-compensator. Okay, so here two inputs, one is E and C. So these two inputs, C is a derivative of that E and E dot or delta E, you can say like that. So because here error whatever you are getting, you are having a first derivative of that, and then there are some proportional parameters, constants which are defined. So these parameters are to be optimized, like Ke to be optimized, Kc to be optimized, this Ku, then Kp, Kd, Ki, all the different parameters has to be optimized to get a exact value. The main function is to reduce this error Et. So here also you can see the control parameter, control law which is defined is having the same nature, Kp basic PID nature, and type 2 fuzzy logic controller is also added in between to get an extra benefit. Now if you explore this IT2FLC, you can see that there are membership functions, and if there are two inputs, each have three membership functions, then there will be different parameters which are also added or which are have to be tuned. So this controller designing will become a multi-dimensional problem, because their inputs have means high dimensional problem, I want to say. So there are multiple variables which have to be defined. This is for a robotic manipulator, two copies are added, means because here again the disturbance, model uncertainties, noise is added to that. The control system diagram which is we had seen earlier is drawn with the controller. Here you can see that desired trajectories are provided and error is calculated based on the output of the particular links, and until this error will be eliminated. And these different parameters of the controller have to be tuned. This is for IT2FLC, because different controller performances are calculated. So here different diagrams are drawn, and this is also pre-compensated PID controller. This is a robotic manipulator. Two exact copies are for two links, because as I shown you earlier, there are two links, and we have to design the individual link controller based on those values. So Dr. Anupam said to highlight some of the IT2 fuzzy logic toolbox. So I downloaded this earlier, we downloaded it from interval type 2 fuzzy logic toolbox from MATLAB. If you search, you will get that. And as everyone knows, it is defined or provided by the Tufan Kusum sir, and I think he was also the keynote speaker in this FDP. So definitely you got a glimpse of this. And then we design a model in Simulink. So this is the basic model that we design in a Simulink, and we use this type 2 fuzzy logic controller or toolbox. So I will just shift to the MATLAB section here. I hope you can see the model, Simulink model, which is opened in a MATLAB. So I am using a MATLAB 2014 version, and here once we downloaded that type 2 fuzzy logic controller toolbox, so here you can see this is the model, robotic model, and the controller is designed here. If you open that box, controller particular, then we can see these are the these are the boxes for type 2 fuzzy logic controller. So these two are for two different links, and the all functioning of this type 2 fuzzy logic controller is based upon the FIS file which is provided for this particular box. Okay, so here you can see it's a MATLAB interpretation. Here evaluated all those settings you have to do, but okay, here if you double click on this box, then this T2 FIS name in workspace must have to be defined. This FIS file, like if those who are working on a type 1 or type 2, you know that this FIS file is must, and the different input, output or rule base is to be defined there. Here different TR type reducer methods are listed. We use KM, this one. KM method is widely used, what I had seen in different papers, and then we also use the same thing. And this type IT2 FOPID is the name of FIS file which is linked with this fuzzy controller. So you can open it and see that also. Okay. So this is the nature of this .fis file which is provided for that particular type 2 fuzzy logic controller. Its name is there, then type, and you can see different parameters are predefined, and but its nature is there that it have three membership functions for each input, because you can see that there are two inputs. There are, if you elaborate this, okay, here two inputs are there. So this one is error and it's delta E. So for that the membership functions must have to be defined. Their nature is of this type of each input. Here you can see that one N, Z, P are used as three membership functions, and one is upper one is lower one, and these different parameters has to be optimized. So for that, these optimization techniques are used. So here initially we have to define the values like left value, center value and right value for upper and lower of each cell, like N and Z and P. There are three membership functions, each have two layers, upper one and lower one, and then there are three parameters which are defining them, like this height and then left and right. So that we have to define in this FIS file. Here you can see. So for one input one there will be 6 parameters. One is varying from -1, -0.5 to 1, minus this is left one, this is right one value, and middle one is the center value, height you can see. So lower is having 0. These values are there. MF1U, MF1L. So one upper, then one lower. Two values are defined in the, excuse me. So these two values are defining its position. The same thing for input 2, okay, and then output, then they are generally constants and their values are -1, -0.80, they are defining, and then rule base. Rule base is also defined in this .fis. It is same as that of the type 1 file. This is T2 FIS. I was having .fis also. Yeah, it's here. It is for type 1 fuzzy. Here also you can see. Here only the thing is that the membership functions have a single layer single value. It do not have FAU with in it. So that's why these left and right values are provided here. We can see type 2 fuzzy means if you add downloaded and then add to the MATLAB, it will show you as a type 2 toolbox. So this is a type 2 toolbox. You can have a new FIS or like you can load FIS. From, if you download it and then open that toolbox, if you have to insert it to a particular thing, you can see from file, you can have a new FIS or you can load, you will load it whatever which is there. So I am loading from file. These are the different type 2 FIS files which are provided or already used by me. So I will take this one, and no. Okay. So this new thing is created. Here if you click on this, you will get the exact nature of that. Whatever defined there, there are 2 layers of type 2 membership functions, and then their names are MF1U, upper, lower, upper, lower, upper, lower, 1, 2 and 3, and for another input also the same thing. So these things can be optimized if you define the bit means different parameters and ask that particular control system means algorithm to tune these parameters. So this width can also be the tuned, and in our work we tune this width also. The nature of output is like this. Like they have single value, some single tone output are there, and they have values at minus or 0.8, 0, plus 0.8 and plus 1. And okay, the rule based edit, you can, okay, this is the diagram. You can view the surface, means rule based nature also. I think it will come here. Okay, yeah, this is the surface plot of that interval type 2 fuzzy logic design. If you close this, you will view once more. Okay, it appears. So here you can see, and different parameters also can be designed by you. Like you can edit at variable also, like if you want to add an input, the third input can be added and its nature can be defined. Here you can define that particular nature. Like if you consider this one, then left one, right one, middle, the values can be defined, and then you can generate the .fis file for that also. Like file, you can save that to the workspace, then that .fis file will be stored there, and that can be used for a later work. Okay, so you can design the new one also. Like if you take a new FIS, we'll take it here. I hope it is clearly visible to you.
Yes, visible, sir.
Okay. So I think earlier we had to delete. I'm worrying because if I will play more, there might be some complications. That's why it's okay. But new FIS we added. Then we can adjust this thing. If you open it, if you select a particular thing, here the values will come. You can say on off grid, like grid is a normal thing. But this 1FU, these values you can vary. Okay, this height and all those things, I think you can vary, and by variation of those things you can adjust those. And then the middle one, then the right one. So, and here we can define the different layers also, means you can add variables, inputs, you can add the membership functions. There might be some limitations also, but whatever general given type 2 is also working well, and We already worked on that, and the width of this thing is uh, optimized in our work. Okay, so after that, after adding all those parameters, and if you save this to the FIS file, like save to file, you can say it will come some random name we will give. Okay, but its extension will be dot T2FIS. Only dot .FIS for single fuzzy, type 1 fuzzy. Here type 2 fuzzy, this T2FIS is used. Or export to Simulink also you can do, and in a Simulink model you can use it like this. Then rule base also can be defined here. You can see if you click on a rule editor, you can change these values for a particular like different rule base 1, 2, 3, and here values can be varied. The weight can be changed, and some I think that Tufan sir's website is also opened that earlier. Okay, if you here the things are given in a proper way. The latest version is also provided. What I am using is some old one, but I think that is working properly. So if your system is okay, then definitely it will work. So here the multiple things and every details things are given. If you keep on playing with this, you will definitely get that.
Actually, sir, as per Tufan, sir, that toolbox is not working after 2019B. Maybe some technical issues from MATLAB.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
My version is 2014.
Yeah, great, sir.
And,
That's why I told you na, ki you can use older version.
but all these results are, again, I'm telling frankly that these are 2-year-old results. I have to work and check if currently it is working or not. But mostly the things are looking fine.
Great, sir. Great.
Okay, so this dot FIS. If you want to see how it is implemented in okay, so here this is the code. It's appearing very in a small font. Those who are, they can zoom and see. Okay, so here the limitations are given, means here different parameters, because in the controller that we use, you can see how these things, means how many parameters are created. Here this is the optimization strategy, and for all those structures, type 2 structures, and the center should not, means that their nature of that MF should be triangular. Okay, so for that they should not get distorted. So certain constraints are there. So we defined a strategy in our paper also. So here you can see that the center of each should not overlap. Then their center should be in between left and right one. So like that, these constraints we use, and we optimize for these constraints. So output for input we use 3 positive, 0 and negative, and for output 5 singleton Cripps singletons are used, and the rule base is defined so that we will get a particular combination as required. Here you can see the different parameters, because the controller, so these are scaling factors of controller. We propose this IT2 FEPID, and we also this T1 FPPID is also proposed. Proposed means we compare it. Earlier paper researchers proposed it. So we also optimize the parameter of that type 1 fuzzy. So here you can see that for link 1, if there are 3 inputs, so 3 into 3 means 9 parameters are there. Left, center and right. I'm talking about the structure of the membership function. Okay, so each membership function have left, center and right parameters, and they are optimized. So these 9 parameters for link 1, 9 for type 1, and 9 for link 2, and then these are the controller parameters. So like that 9, 9, 18 and these 6 means 24 parameters are optimized for type 1. The same way 24 for another link. Okay, link 2 also. Means total 48 parameters are optimized in our work for the controller. I think for such a tuning, we only optimization algorithms are based, because there are certain methods for PID tuning and all that, but they can't handle such a high level of optimization problem, is the multi-variable problem. Okay, but for IT2 FPPID, where the every membership function have 2 layers, so it consists 6 parameters. Okay, left, center, right for upper one and lower one. So they create around 2, 2, 2, 6 for 1, and 6 into 3, 18. So there are around 30, 60 parameters we 18 60 parameters we optimized in our problem for the 2-link robotic manipulator. Here we can see the constraint handling strategy. Like for type 1, we allow this parameter, like the center one, like this is a membership function of a one input of a fuzzy. So we allowed it to vary in between these values only. We doesn't allow it to go beyond the, like this left one. Consider a first membership function, its left value. If left value will come here and center will go there, then the membership function will have this type of nature, which is not possible to work on. So for that, we define this region from -1 to 0 in 3 regions. Like green, you can see -1 to 0. So green, and we divided it in 3, and then we use allow that particular parameter to play in that. Okay, then only you will get a triangular shape in any condition, because if this right one will come to maximum to this side, left one will come and the center will move here, but the membership function will be triangular. But there will might not be the overlap, and there should, that's why we allow the center one to move up to this only. Okay, because there should not happen, there will not be any overlap, and so that then we have to design the rule base according to that. For type 2 also, the height, like upper, here you can see upper and lower membership functions for each. Then the upper one is fixed to 1. The lower we allow to vary in this HI, like from some point 1 to 1. So it can vary. Okay, it can go to 0, otherwise that will be the complete field triangle. So here we allow it from point 2 or 1 to 1, and the left and the right and center is also designed with the same. So here the values are given, what is the upper and lower limits. So this is considered as a constraint. If you, those who are dealing with optimization problems and algorithms, they might know that there are always a constraints in the optimization problem, and constraint handling strategy must have to be defined. And if not, then those, if you are violating those constraints, then the results can we can claim them that they are the optimized results. So constraints must have to be taken care of, and here you can see the left, center, right, and height. Height we allow from 0.150 to 1 in all the cases. Upper is fixed to 0.98 to 1, means we do not allow to move it. Actually it's close to 1, but as a whole problem is designed, so the limits are given. So it upper is varying from 0.98 to 1, Lower is varying some around 85%. Okay. The left one, it is going up to 0.667, then the center point 666 to 333.3, and the right one is from 0.3 to 0. Okay, means we divided that uh, one space in 3, and then we adjust them. This is general structure, IT2FS structure, standard one, which is not means you can, we generally use this also, but its structure is not optimized. It's actually given. Then objective function, we have already seen this, and these are certain values. This is a variable load which is used there, and for those variable load, the parameters are optimized. Here you can see the optimized input functions for type 1 FPPID. So they are triangular, the shapes are optimized as per requirement. And again, the same thing is that those who are dealing with optimization algorithm, they know key in different iterations the value varies. Again, we will get the different results in different runs. We have to calculate the optimization algorithm for multiple runs, and here we use a technique that based of the run we take. We have some 20-30 runs. In each run the algorithm will evaluate it for 100 or 200 iterations, and out of that, whatever out of all those runs, whatever the optimized value we are getting, that we presented as a result. So it's in every paper or every researcher's experience that is in a single run we can't claim that we are getting the best values or best results. You have to work on that. We have to take multiple runs, and out of those multiple runs we will get the best values. So here in paper you can see that how many exact runs and all those things are given. Some 20-30 runs we have evaluated. So these are the optimized antecedent MFs that we are getting for type 1. These are the optimized functions that we are getting for type 2. Here the constraints are important because of that only you can see the nature is the triangular. They have some, otherwise if the constraints are not there or they are not overlapping, they will mix with each other and they will go out of shape. So that is also not required. So this thing is must. So here the results can be seen. Again I am saying these are the base regions in the multiple runs that we evaluated for, and these are the results. Again, these are simulation results. After getting these optimal values of membership functions and the controller parameters, whose values are again tabulated in further slides, we will plotted the results of XY coordinated of that robotic manipulator, and here you can see after zooming that we will get the base results using the proposed controller for proposed algorithm. These are some error versus time, y coordinate versus x coordinate. This is the whole trajectory path by the tip of the robotic manipulator, and this thing also provided here. These are the values of performance index ITE, and these we are getting least values for IT2 FPPID controller that is proposed. Here we compare different type of controllers. Okay, in earlier when we propose the algorithm, we compare different algorithm performances. Here we propose the controller. So Here you can see that how the type 2 is having the least error than type 1. The controller is same, type 1, then pre-compensated, then PID, but the type 2 have better performance values, and the error ITAE values, which is a sum of weighted sum of individual link error ITAE, so that is minimized here. So other analysis, means only one analysis is not enough. So comprehensive robustness analysis is done through performance index ITE, the plot you had seen the bar chart. Then plot of desired trajectory tracking, different plots are also shown, XY coordinated plot path, then plot for position errors. Now another model uncertainties are used, like external disturbances, random noise in a feedback path, external disturbance of low frequency is used individual in both the links, and the model uncertainties means we vary the values of these mass, length, then coefficient of viscous friction, whatever there, those values in the model of mathematical model of robot. So those values are varied for some 20% or 5% as per the literature survey and the possible values. So those things are also varied, and then also the results are plotted or noted. Then we find out, like here we have model uncertainties, the values m1, m2, all those parameters which are fixed and noted earlier, those are varied, and then also we plotted the same thing, we got least variation. Okay, overall variation in percent 1.25%. So it's in acceptable range, and it's the best variation, is minimum variation controller will, because in FOE is added in the type 2, so it will that is the benefit of type 2 fuzzy logic controller, that it will handle the uncertainties and better way. Okay, here the results are also saying the same thing. Then disturbance is provided, different value of disturbances, different amplitudes, 1, 1.5, 2, frequency also varied, 25, 50. So then also we are getting the least values for the proposed controller, and this I think credit goes to type 2 fuzzy logic. These are some of the plots which are there. Random noise is also added. This is a high frequency noise, which is known as a sensor noise in a feedback path of the controller. So we also provided at this thing, and then also plotted the results for link 2, link 1, and both the links. The error means performance metric is evaluated for that, and here also you can see that you will get the best results for type 2 fuzzy logic. So these are another some plots, and both for noise reduction and added noise, random noise in both the links. This way okay, so this way we can conclude that the structure of MF of IT2 FLC have been optimized to acquire maximum benefit of FU. The FLC based pre-compensator control signal to compensate the undershoots and overshoots. Then different things like payload variation, model uncertainty, random noise, disturbance, all the things are also eliminated. And the system is robust. The controller that designed is a robust. Okay, the different plots evident, as we had seen, different plots and different tables are also showing the same thing. So with this, I again come back to the MATLAB part. Okay, so this is the model of a simulation. If you go one up, this is a robot, and I opened one based result here in a workspace, For that, we can plot this. This is a control parameter which is varying. The main thing that those who are working on IT2, it will take time to get adopted to the MATLAB. Another thing is that everything, it will take a time to run also. We need some efficient systems with high RAM and all that. And another thing, you need much more time to work on that, because and again, if you are working on optimization plus ID2 fuzzy, then the iterations for different iteration it will take, because it deal with a Simulink, then toolbox, then normal program, means editor program. So you have to link up in between them, and in control system each iteration has its feedback cycle itself, so that will also take a time. So means Dr. Anupam also worked on that, he also can comment on that. It will take a time. Here you can see the value of error. Excuse me. Hello. हाँ काय झालं? अरे मी कामात आहे का? काही इम्पॉर्टंट नाही आहे ना? Here you can see the value of error is get on reducing. Here IT, the main performance index. Yeah, this value is varying. This is for link 1 and link 2. So we run this, our trajectory is defined for a 4 second. So it's up to 2.5 second. So though the trajectory is moving for a 4 second, but it will take some few minutes to execute the code. Actually these are the optimized, this thing is run for the optimized values which are already stored. This is a control signal. If you can see, this is a control variable which is also varying. It's earlier the control, it's all having more oscillations, but for link 1 and link 2, yellow is for link 1 and the pink one is for link 2. It's also getting a little bit stabilized. This is the trajectory path, if you can see. So in plots also you had seen the trajectory, this thing, position versus time. So these are plotted for a 4 second. So that graph you can see here. It's so this is for the output only, and comparative graph is plotted in different way. Here the values vary. Here also you can see the error, which is after multiple iteration it's going on reducing. Okay, here you will get the final result. Okay, this is the trajectory and this is the final value of the error, you can see, which is minimized. Here the way it varies. Okay, again another graphs are drawn individually. They are the scopes they are not added in the scope. Here the model of the robotic manipulator, and it is linked to the editor file. The algorithm, which is the code, are also available in a Bridgelely's website. He designed multiple algorithms based on the nature of different creatures, and those things are also there. Okay, here we defined multiple parameters. As I told you, there are 30, 60 parameters. One thing. Okay. So here how the parameters are defined, that can be seen. The earlier one are KP1, KD1, KU. These are 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 12 are controller parameters. 6 and 2. And other parameters are for input. And if you are using this IT2 FP FIS L1, this is the file name. Which file name? This is T2 FIS file name. Okay. So whatever FIS file you are naming, so like ID2 FP PID FIS L1, then it's the input one. Then here one, like here name is different, but the nature you can understand. Like this is the thing here, input, and then or in a workspace that particular structure is created for a particular FIS file. Here you can say. Okay, so in workspace, if you open that T2 sim FIS, which is created here, IT2FO PID new one, in workspace also the same file will be created, and here input structure, if you then input it have 2 by 3 structure. So those values are given here, like -1 to 1, -1, 0.5, 1. Okay, so you have to play with all those things, and if you see the name MF1U, then TRIMF, TRIMF, and these parameters, these are tuned here. These are tuned here. Okay, here. Here all those things are that, like id to fp is the name of that structure, then input is its name, then first one, then mf, then the parameter, and its parameters are like 12 are for controller. Then here in a comment you can say the I1 membership function 1 upper. For upper I define this x13, 14, 15, and then for one which is fixed for the upper one, center height one. Okay, then for then lower x13, because the lower point is same na, x13 is same, they are overlapping. If you can see this, only these two are to be varied. It will vary on left and right, but this junction means for upper one and lower one, the left point will vary horizontally. Okay, that's why, and they should vary in a synchronization. So that's why that thing is fixed, means it is same. So that x13 is defined for both. Okay, for upper and lower. Then 15, then 14, the center, the things are varying horizontally, optimized in the same nature, but only height will vary, like x16 is a height. Okay, the same way for another x17, 18, 19 and x20. X20 is a height, this height one, this one, like this m2f, mf1l, this will vary. So that's why that is defined. These will vary, also vary, but they will, for upper and lower, they will vary in coordination, means they will vary exactly for the same. That's why, and but here the height will vary individually. The upper one will is fixed to 1, but the lower one is x16, x20 and x24. Okay, I hope you are getting it. And for the another input also the same thing. And for link 2, link 1 input 1 input 2, link 2 input 1 input 2, because the robot is a complex one, it have 2 links, so individual inputs for both 2 inputs. And then for output you will get the output. Okay, another thing is that here you have to, after optimization and defining whatever results you are getting, you have to write to that FIS file. Like if this is a FIS file, you have to write the optimized values. So these instructions are also important and they must have to be added to the code. And then you will run, like simulate this in the bottom line you can see XTYY simulate IT to FPPID. So this is the model.flx, the model simulating model have to be run with these optimized files. Okay, so this is linked up with Simulink model, then fuzzy toolbox and optimization algorithm, and this is optimization algorithm which is used for that. These here we are defining the limitations, limited parameters, means left and right variations. Like control parameters, we allow them to vary from 0.1 to 500. In between them, any values. Here on the right side on a workspace, you can see the KD1, KD2, KP1, KP2. Their values are optimized values. Are here. This is one of one run. Okay. Again repeating that there are multiple runs, and you have to choose the best among all. Okay, and then for these also we define as per the constraint that what in what range the value should vary. So that is given there. So here we define for negative, then from and positive membership functions, and the center one, and then we define left, right, and center. Okay. Okay, here this one 0.35 to 0.9 is for the height. Okay, and this 0.667 to 0.999, because upper and low, these two limits are given, upper limit, lower limit. Then 0.666 to 0.333, 0.333 to 0.01, and this one is 0.9 to 35 is for a height one. The x16, 14 and all those parameters are varying in that. Thus, you can introduce type 2 fuzzy logic in your Simulink model. Then plotting the optimized membership function is also needs some code. Here you can say whatever results we are getting can be plotted here, and you will get that lot. Okay. Okay, with this, Dr. Anupam.
Sir.
So with this, I think I told whatever
Yeah, you have
I
covered
was having about the type 2 fuzzy logic controller.
all the basic things related to type 2 and implementation as well as coding part, everything you have covered.
Yeah. So if there are any
If there are any queries,
questions
you
or
can
any
ask
required.
participant. Any query related to MATLAB implementation and how to implement, etc., you can ask. So number of participant is asking about the implementation part. I hope you have you have cleared all the doubt on this session. I think no one is asking.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, maybe there is exams.
Okay, then with this, the time allotted to me is also over, and I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to be part of such a good FDP type 1 and type 2 fuzzy logic and its application.